My name is Gemma Rolls-Bentley. I'm the curator of Finding Queertopia, Self-Realisation and the Spaces That Shape Us. I've dedicated my career to supporting female and queer artists and to creating exhibitions and projects that explore LGBTQIA+ issues. I recently published a book called Queer Art, From Canvas to Club and the Spaces Between. The book explores how queer life has been reflected through art history. People have really found identification and validation in seeing themselves reflected in art. And so this exhibition that I've been working on for several years is an opportunity to turn some of the themes from the book into a physical reality. The experience of queer people often is very complicated in terms of figuring out our own identity and finding a sense of belonging. You know, the sense of belonging at home isn't always a given. Finding a community and people that accept us for who we are can often be a complicated journey. And for a lot of people, that sense of connection and community is found in clubs. But what we've seen in the last 15 years or so is that a lot of our queer venues have been closing down. And actually in London and New York, we've seen huge numbers, like 60% of our venues have closed in a 10-year period in both of those key cities. And what I'm seeing is a lot of arts and culture venues are turning their spaces into spaces that queer people can come and explore their identity, connect with various creative experiences and connect with other people. My hope is that with this exhibition, each venue that hosts the exhibition can really fill an important role in creating vital queer space. We're in a really complicated period in the world, but particularly in the US, and the conversation around queer rights, but particularly trans rights, has been very heightened. It's a really scary and dangerous time for a lot of queer people, particularly trans people of colour. And we don't know what the upcoming election is going to bring, but what I do know from within the community is that people are really worried. And so an exhibition like this that tours and can connect with different communities in different regions across the country could have a real power in helping people feel safe and understood. I hope that with each venue we'll have an opportunity to do some really meaningful programme, to collaborate with local LGBTQIA+ community groups, connect and tap into local resources and really bring in lots of different aspects of the community, but also to connect with people outside of the community, to foster allyship. And that feels like something that's really important. The art in the exhibition explores this theme of queertopia and what it means to find a sense of self and find a sense of community. We've got artists like James Bartolacci, and a young American painter, or Hannah Quinlan and Rosie Hastings, based in the UK, who are memorialising the lost queer spaces and nighttime venues. But then we have other artists like April Bay, who comes from the Bahamas but is based in Los Angeles, who is helping us imagine what better futures and better queer futures might look like. My hope is that through this exhibition we can bring a lot of people on a journey with us of thinking about how we can foster this sense of queer creativity, a sense of belonging, and together build better futures.